So Amendment 10, which was placed by the CRC, it's another one of the bundled amendments. There's 4 pieces to this one. It establishes the Department of Veterans Affairs in the Constitution. It establishes an Office of Domestic Security and Counterterrorism at FDLE. It permanently moves the start of session in even numbered years to January instead of March. And it requires that all constitutional officers be elected at the local level.
Right, and I think it's important to mention that the Department of Veterans Affairs has existed by statute for several years now.
Yep.
And then on top of that, the legislative session being moved to January in even years, the Constitution's already allowed policymakers to do that for quite some time.
Yeah, the legislature has voted to do that the last 10 years. And
Right.
It makes sense for elected officials on election years to go back to their hometown, speak to their constituents, and prepare for an election.
Right.
But where the rubber really meets the road is with these constitutional elected positions.
Absolutely. That's where it is that provision on the 5 constitutional officers, which are the sheriff, the property appraiser, the tax collector, the supervisor of elections, and the clerk of court and comptroller. Right now, the Constitution allows charter counties under home rule to not elect those positions, but instead to appoint them. And this would require all counties to elect those positions. The issue really comes with the independence of the clerk and comptroller, because the comptroller is really the independent auditor of county government within the county. They are the ones who ensure transparency and accountability of the county expenditures.
Yeah, and it's hard to do that when you're appointed by the people you're supposed to be watching.
Absolutely. They can't be beholden to them. They really need to be responsible directly to the voters, the taxpayers. And ultimately, that's why transparency and accountability, the TaxWatch supports this provision and ultimately this amendment.
Right.